Hello, beautiful, amazing people. This is Veronica, empathic, medical, intuitive, holistic, integrative health nurse practitioner out of Miami, Florida, Miami Beach, Florida. You can reach me at highrealmholistics.com if you have any questions, if you're interested in booking a session. Now, I wanted to address the event, quote unquote, that everybody's talking about, the event. I haven't done a video about this sooner because, quite frankly, I wasn't 100% sure what it is. But I decided this morning to brave it and ask my oversoul. Before I even got out of bed, I just literally asked, I said, when I start meditating, to please reveal to me what the event is. What is it all about? How does it feel? What's going on? Because I've heard other people talking about what it's going to be like. How does it feel and everything? And I said, I want to know how it feels. And usually when I ask how something's going to feel, I'm literally taken through it. So I was kind of bracing myself. That's why I was afraid to ask in the first place. So I asked, and ask and ye shall receive. I sure did receive. The moment I sat up and got my stuff to get ready to meditate, I was still sitting on the bed. I didn't even start meditating yet. And I was taken into that in-between places, I call it, by my oversoul. This exhaustion comes over me where I could barely move and I can't even open my eyes, and my breathing slows down to like maybe 3 breaths a minute. It's extremely slow, and sometimes I just stop breathing for a while because I've had like my daughter or my son walk in like, you stop breathing for a very long time while you're meditating. I'm like, yeah, it's like when I'm going into that trance, into that in-between places, I call it. And the picture you see here is the closest I could find to describe what I saw and went through. It was this bright white light, and it was like a ball, and it's like a supernova, but it's not a supernova. You know, a supernova, for those who don't know, is an exploding sun. It wasn't a supernova, but it looked like a supernova. It came from the central sun, and this bright white light ball came through our sun, and then it came into Earth. And as it came into Earth, Gaia, it went into the center and it expanded from the middle out. So it hit the core of Gaia and expanded to the middle out. And as it expanded, Gaia broke in 2 halves. And this is why I chose this picture, because of the 2 halves. And as it was breaking into 2 halves, that's when the 2 vortexes formed. There was one vortex to the left and one vortex to the right. And the center part expanded. It got wide. And then once the 2 Gaias were formed, the center started closing down. So that's when I got to see the actual 2 vortexes. And one was vortexing down, one was vortexing up. And the center got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then I heard the words, the great separation. And then there was like 2 separate Gaias. One was darker and one was lighter. And it took me almost an hour to come up out of this. To start breathing normal again. And usually once I snap out of it, I get this surge of energy. So I immediately went rollerblading to work out all that extra energy I had in me. But that's what I saw. And that's what the event looks like. And the times frames I was shown correspond with the time frames I was given before. And like I said, it's different for forerunners as it is for the rest of the collective. And like I said, I'm a forerunner, and not every star seed is a forerunner. Not you have to be a light worker to be a forerunner, because some star seeds are here just for the ascension experience itself. Some older earth souls are here for the ascension experience itself, for their own growth of their soul, to ascend their own soul. That's why they're here. They're not necessarily here to be light workers. Light workers are just that, workers. We're here for a specific reason. We're here to work. We're here to fulfill a certain thing. That's why our souls were put together in certain ways. We went through certain lifetimes, came through certain bloodlines to achieve certain jobs, plain and simple. That's the way it was shown to me. To make things simple. Everything I ask my oversoul to explain to me, I always say, dumb it down. Okay? I always say, dumb it down for me, because I don't want anything complicated that I need to try to, decipher. Don't give me any mysteries here. So if it doesn't resonate with you, then it doesn't resonate with you. Then it's not for you, So that is how I was shown the event. And when it comes to the dates, I know by the beginning of November, my bunch of forerunners, we will be at that crossover point into 5D. We're the forerunners, and the numbers I was shown, I was always given this number since I was a kid. I always knew it, number 22 and number 55, because we're the master builders. We're there to go, we're the changers and the builders. So we're there to build. So when everyone else comes in, we're there to help them cross over, right? We're like the crossover group, the blue race, basically. Clean the bloodlines, help people cross over. That's our job. So we'll get to that point by October. And then from October of 2018 to 2020, I don't know when in 2020, that's when the separation begins. Okay. So I'm taking that the event is going to happen. That surge of energy from the central sun is going to hit Earth in October. That's the way I'm seeing it. Do I know 100%? No, I don't. I'm just going along with the vision I had today, with the experience I had today, and also the other experiences that I've had, and my own personal timeline, which I know my timeline has always been exact for me. So I've learned to not question my timeline. So, and it doesn't change much. Not much varies. I've tried, trust me. I've tried to rush it. I've tried to slow it. I've tried to change it. When you are a forerunner, you have a job, and there are set dates and times. And if there's going to be a change or a fluctuation, I'm made very clear, okay, this is delayed because of this. And I just have to go along with it. I can't change it. Your ego self is not running the show. Ego is your 3D self. That's not running the show. Your higher self and your oversoul. That's what's running the show. So it's a matter of just surrendering. Is it easy to surrender? Not for me. It hasn't been. I'll be upfront with that. It's not that easy just to surrender like that, especially when you have bills and kids and you have, all those type of responsibilities, and you're like, okay, oversoul, God, source creator, can you take that into consideration, please? Any which ways. So that's my explanation. And also a date I was given, and it was, not only did I hear it, but it was shown to me, November 30th, 2018. I have no idea what's going to happen November 30th, 2018. And I was also clearly shown North and South Dakota. I don't know anything about North and South Dakota except where they're located on the map. But I was clearly shown something's going to happen in North and South Dakota. I don't know what it is. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to keep my eye out on that, and I'm going to see what's going on November 30th. Usually as it gets closer to the date, my oversoul will tell me, okay, this is what's going to happen. So let's see what's going to happen then. But like I said, get ready for some major happenings, people. You know, there's plenty of people out there who, like, you know, they're part of the collective, but they're already sort of awakened. You know, they don't have their heads in the sand, their heads not up their butts. You know, they're not in denial. They know there's change coming. There's a lot going on. They just can't quite put their finger on it. They're going to be okay. You know, when shit hits the fan, they're going to be okay. They'll be shocked, and they'll need our guidance, which is why we're there, which is why the forerunners are there. And there are also some light workers who aren't awakened, who aren't fully awakened. They're ascending. I know plenty of them. They're ascending. They're partly awakened, but they don't know they're actual light workers. And they're running on the same timeline as I am. And I just got off the phone with one, and it's so funny talking to her. She's like, I don't know why it is. Every time I talk to you, I feel so much better, because I feel like we're so related, and everything is so, like, every time you're going through something, I'm going through it. And every time you say something, I already see it happening in my life. I'm like, I try to explain to her, but it's like, it's not getting through. The whole light worker star seed thing, so I just leave it alone. I'm like, yes, we're very connected. Feel free to call. We'll talk. Blah blah blah. So that's fun to watch. I mean, not fun in a horrible way, but it's a good thing to watch, to see, you know, to know that's happening also. So like I said, if anyone has a question or two, you know, post it. Email me at higherrealmholistics@gmail.com. Or if you're interested in anything deeper, I'm happy to do sessions. And you can go book a session at higherrealmholistics.com. Okay, namaste everybody. And like I say, we're almost there. Hang in, everyone. Love and light.